chorus probably being quite high tempo, I think, so yeah, it would be much like that. Yeah, it's gonna obviously, you know, it's kind of build up now. It definitely looks like they're going for like a ruined stage, right? It reminds me of Zombieland Saga, when the stage fucking collapsed. I wonder how this one looks live. They feel like they're already on a stage, right? It's anonymous. I wonder if they ruined the stage on live. I see them pushing down and stuff around them alive, and like, oh no, it's broke. It was a solo. And yeah, I think it's different. They play higher up and they think one more. It's shorter and faster than usual of it. We're gonna do it one more time. You're gonna do solo a third time. There you go. Yeah, the more thing about it, this is the mistake in YOLO, okay? Good song, but it's a mistake here in Scenography, right, you know? Because I worked on this thing myself, right, as a director for many years, and doing trailers and so on mostly, and it's like, this thing here starts. Today we're doing YOLO, You Only Live Once, everyone. And I have to say, great song, but there is something in the end of the video. When I rewatched this music video, I was like, man, there's something wrong with it. And then I finally realized it. Coming late in the video, guys, so stay for the bit there, look at the analyzation part, because I was like, man, the director in me was like, oh no, this thing here could have been so much more on point. I don't know, but it really bothers me now when I realize it. It's like, oh god, why is it like this for? So anyway, guys, check out the video and see what you think. YOLO, You Only Live Once, and the last two reactions of Band-maid, right? Leave it out, Psyche, without the singer, or the lead singer then. So I felt like we have to go back a little bit to the can all do this that one. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna miss a little bit singing, right? Okay. Look at this strong stage stress. Yeah. Okay. It's like I collapsed stage. Yeah, I miss her voice now. Yeah, finally back to how it all started. Yes. Better on a build-up song. From beginning faster. The chorus probably being quite high tempo, I think, so yeah, it would be much like that. Yeah, it's gonna obviously, you know, it's kind of build up, you know. The climatic It definitely looks like they're going for like a ruined stage, right? It reminds me of Zombieland Saga, when the stage fucking collapsed and everyone, and the girls go in and do it like that. It's a lightning Zombieland. I have to say, I'm kind of happy actually that I picked this one. It was really by random, but now we have had two songs without Saki, and now she's, I think this one is she's more than usual, so yeah, it's hitting me back. Yeah, it's interesting. This is very different to the other ones. I mean, concept and I don't know. Great chorus. Good build up the chorus. I wonder how this one looks live. They feel like they're already on a stage, right? It's anonymous. I wonder if they ruined the stage on live. I see them pushing down and stuff around them alive, and like, oh no, it's broke. It's like, oh yeah, like, do that. Yeah. Maybe a solo now. Interesting. Yeah, they didn't just do it. Yeah, we'll about that later. That was different how the solo usually going. Yeah, that was quite a different style of a solo than in the previous one I've seen. this song is probably longer than I think the other one was. You see they have like a 3 loop now, right? So it has like a shorter, how to say it? It's longer, but I mean they're like looping it more than the other one, so it's like shorter internally, like per like shift of it, like I thought about the report, but it's like yeah, it's really different, more intense in that sense. Probably do a fourth one just now, right? It's gonna be like 4 loops for us. Yeah, it's gonna be the last one here right now, probably. Like 1 per minute, basically. It comes to solo, and yeah, I think it's different. You play higher up, and they think one more. It's shorter and faster than usual of it. We can do it one more time. You gotta see solo a third time. There you go. This solo is much faster than the ones I've seen before. Of course, you're changing it every song, obviously, but this one I think is the quickest one with the highest tempo, the highest pitch, and so on. Yeah, and at the frequency of changing tune and so on with it. Interesting. It also was like shorter than they usually are. I don't have an exact timer on the solos, on the different solos, but it's like, yeah, I think it's like probably like half as long as they usually are, but like twice as fast. So it felt like she like massively like, you know, like quick replay through the solo. No, but it was interesting. It definitely sticked out from the previous solos. Yeah, where they started doing it. And also how she's holding the guitar, she's lifting the fingers up further up and so on. So it's a very different style of a solo. That's what I mean, right? The song has like the looping this chorus into it, and the build up with every time, right? So yeah, so the song has like a build up, right? It goes slower in the beginning, of course, it goes faster and faster, then it goes way faster, right? In, of course, this middle part of it, the chorus starts, and then they kind of quickly go over this bit, right? So it's a bit the chorus. Yeah, I would say it's a faster chorus as some of the other songs, not the fastest, but a pretty quick chorus, right? Short chorus, we call it. And then it's like another, you know, build up again, does it again, right? It's a bit over the loop thing, yeah. So they clearly have this like back and forth intensity of this music of YOLO here, and I do like that. And I said earlier with the soloing, that's also why the solo is pretty good as well, because it fits from a thematical standpoint into this kind of like up and down slow beat right there. Because this song here, I would say, compared to the other ones, is again then right. It's like slow, medium, fast, slow, medium, fast, slow, medium. Fast. So you know, having like a quicker solo also fits for this like kind of tempo switching more, right? That being said, though, this is clearly like a loop, though. Some other songs, right, might be a different way, and you kind of have it up and down without having this like a similar editing. So it's a little bit interesting. You kind of feel that you have that. That's what I said earlier. You kind of feel like, oh, they're doing this, like, you know, we're going back to it again. So it gives you a pretty good like rhythm overall, right? Because it gives you that kind of good, you know, up and down, like mountain down feel to it, right? With the same tempo there. Yeah, it is like an overall tempo that's roughly the same. I think some other songs of Band-maid, maybe they also go up and down, but they go like, you know, up, down, down, up. It's kind of like a different, you know, tempo in the up, down. Hope it makes any sense, but I mean, this one had more like, there's like a, what's that to say here? It's like an overall melody, right? The tempo between the different parts are more structured, but whatever. It's a kind of like typical new songs, though. Yeah, this I would say actually is probably more common how you do like pop songs, right? How you do Japanese J-pop, or tend to be more of this, right? Would have that kind of more. They tend to be even more, of course, exactly. When they can do the whole tempo in and out tempo, right? With the same distance between them and so on. Definitely. I keep thinking about this scene, right? When I saw this, look at how ruined scenes behind them, right? This is what I keep thinking. Yeah. You know, like the whole city is destroyed right there. This is what I keep thinking about. Look here, this destroyed whole scene. Video, I'm like, hey, this is like the Zombieland Saga video. Yeah, it's like this destroyed landing here. It's all ruined. It's like get up from the stage. It's actually an older performance of Zombieland Saga. Yeah, they have it twice, Zombieland Saga. Fucking best girl. But yeah, you know how much I love Zombieland Saga. Anyway, let's go back to Band-maid. I'm clearly performing on a destroyed stage, right? And I can keep saying that it really reminds me of one of my favorites called the Zombieland Saga, which is best thing ever. Okay, you know, best band ever. Sorry, Band-maid fans, but you can't beat my FranChouChou, okay? FranChouChou. Anyway, no, but it's a pretty cool concept, right? But I think I've seen other bands do it before as well, right? So I always say this thing. I really like YOLO. It's a great song, right? And I like how it's the melodic tempo and I like the solo for so on. But I will say that, you know, like I definitely do prefer the Band-maid music videos though when it's more a team, right? You know, it's like anime for me, right? I keep saying it all the time, right? But the reason I love anime opening so much is because you get a great song, right? You get amazing music, and you usually get some kind of journey, right? Some storytelling. This is like, let's say a great, very famous example, like Nauroto opening Shippuden 16, okay? Kana-boon, you know, and it's like a scene, whatever, let's look at it. So this is one of the best and most of all time, right? Not only do I love Kana-boon, but also because of the, again, the storytelling. So first of all, we have to tap Naruto as a kid, right? Being bullied, having no friends, so on. But then of course you get this very classic, iconic scene, right? It's been memed to death these days, right? But this is a very good part of why the opening is so good, because you see Naruto running here, and you know, he's getting bullied, but now he's the powerful guy, right? He's coming up and he's gonna fight, and then we get this scene of he's running, he's getting older, getting stronger, right? Then of course enter him and Sasuke ready to fight, so on. But I mean, that kind of journey, right? If you see the storyline in the opening of like young child main character having no friends, being bullied, then he gets stronger, then we see him running through, right, different ages, different time skips, like of him getting more powers, getting more friendships, getting more, you know, acknowledgement, right? And now he's ready to fight this new ultimate bad guy or whatever, right? That kind of thing is what I love and Mappa so much for. So I like YOLO as a song, absolutely. But I definitely I like YOLO as a song, right? But I have to say I definitely prefer the Band-maid videos when it's like this, right? When it's a kind of storyline, again, like an anime opening, right? Where you have like, okay, they're playing in this school, this girl or like some kind of prison or something, some kind of like horrible authoritarian, you know, building. Then the music start playing, and they, you know, they get more and more like freedom. In the end, everyone is like dancing, you know, like wild in the school gymnasium or something like that, right? Like that is, I think, to be preferred, right? And I know people hate when I say that. Oh, this guy's a fake fan or whatever. But I just think that it's like, I don't know. Leave a comment below, guys. But I maybe, especially now when I'm doing like a reaction and view of the music video, I of course prefer. I think it's stronger when you have both a good song, right? And it is like accompanied by you know, more of a scenery to it, right? Even though I don't dislike the whole idea that you have like a ruined stage, but maybe that's what I'm thinking about. But when I look at YOLO, I keep thinking about like that Zombieland Saga, right? But Zombieland Saga does like an actual storyline where they start singing the song, right? Then they get hit by a lightning bolt that destroys the stage. Then the girls kind of fall over and have to get up again and have to keep singing, right, during like the storm, basically, right? So that's actually probably why I have to say I don't like that in. The more thinking about it in YOLO, yeah, the more thinking about it, this is the mistake in YOLO, okay? Good song, but it's a mistake here in Scenography, right, you know? Because I worked on this myself, right, as a director for many years, and doing trailers and so on mostly, and it's like this thing here starts exactly how it ends, right? The problem with YOLO, genuinely I feel here, is that it starts with the stage being destroyed, right? It starts with everything already being ruined. This would be much more sense, like I said, like Zombieland Saga, where the stage in the first minute should have been intact, right? And then it should have been destroyed, and then they have to still keep playing the song while things is like falling behind or whatever, and it should be like a progression, right? Even if it happens earlier in the music video, there's no progression here. They just start with like a destroyed stage. That's why this music video, that's an issue in the music video. Yeah, I feel that's weird. That's weird, man. This is how it starts, right? They're already in this mode. Maybe I'm missing out here because I haven't seen all the music video. Maybe there's another music video where this thing happens, there's like a follow-up, whatever. That would make more sense to me. But that's that. I'm sorry, but that's that. I'm sorry, but I was like, man, I see it now, man. I think that this is a weird scenographic direction here, that it doesn't start with some kind of evolution of the stage, right? It doesn't have to be that much either. It should be very slightly a little bit of, you know, the first of it could have been slightly different, like this part here, the first 10-20 seconds, and then it basically could have been the same music video. But I think that would have made it, like, you know, I mean, it was going to be perfect. It should have been like intact stage, music builds up, stage has some effects on it, right? And then the chorus starts, you know, like the powerful chorus. This moment here, right, when it starts, this should be the part where the stage collapses, right? And becomes this thing, yeah. You know what I mean? Like at minute 1 there, basically, right? When the song plays a lot faster, the build-up is over, so to speak, right? This is the climax. There is when the stage should have been like fallen down instead, yeah. And then it could look. Then basically from now on, the music video, the last like 3.5 minutes could basically be exactly the same, right? It's just kind of straight and it starts with the exact same thing that it comes into with the build-up. So it's like a visual, you know, I'll say it, disconnect actually from the song or from the performance. I think about it. Yeah, it does really. It honestly bothers me a lot now. The more I think about it, the more it bothers me. Because I'm like mentally work destroyed, you know. Because if I was a director, I'm gonna be honest, like, if I saw this thing right as a director, I'd be like, I have to redo this now. Yeah. For example, a short side note, I made this T-shirt. I talk about this red and blue uni, right, with Band-maid. I made this T-shirt that I had in all the videos where it's like a red uni waifu on me, right? And the thing is that I made it myself, but she is like red on both sides. It's like a red uni on the front, and on the back it's also red uni, right? But when I made that shirt and I printed it out, I immediately realized, oh no, it should have been red uni, of course, on the front, blue uni on the back, right? You know, with another pose. You know, being more passive, less aggressive, you know, blue. And it sounds like, oh my god. And I just wasted all my time and money. I was like, no, I have to make another one, you know. I felt, so it's like, I like that shirt, but also, because I made it myself, right, I think it was pretty good. But I also hate it, because every time I look at it, I'm like, oh god, it should have been red and blue. Why is it red, and then on the shoulders, it's like, you know, kind of the mixture orange. Like, god damn it. Like, that's how my mind works, you know. So now every time I see it, I'm reminded of, okay, I have to remake that shirt one day, and I just never printed it again. But I was like, I have to do it one day, god damn it, you know. That's how my brain works. Now you see that one thing, and you can never stop thinking about it. But anyways, hope you like the video, please subscribe, so on. Have a great day.